Alright, what's good, people? This your boy, Wise Lady, which is formerly known as Mike P 1981. My former channel was Mike P 1981. I'm not actually using that channel anymore. My actual usual channel is One Hustler 88. But actually, what I want to go into is the Xbox One versus the PS4. I'm going to give you a recap of that conference, of what took place, what was being said, what was being implemented, what was being infiltrated. But the first thing I want to go into is the Xbox One. Now, with the Xbox One, with that first conference, they showed a little bit of their console. They showed the console. They showed a few gameplays. I mean, they didn't actually show the gameplay. They showed like trailers. They didn't show any games at all. They only showed like the entertainment system. They showed the console, how it looks. They didn't give out the price tag. They also gave out, like, before, like, they showed the conference, before they named the Xbox One, they showed a brief history of Microsoft, how it was first originated, etc. But actually, in terms of the name of it, I wasn't really like at awe of what they call it, the Xbox One. I was just like, okay, it was way better than Xbox Fuse or Xbox Infinity. But I'm fine with it. It would have been better if they called it the Xbox 720. It wouldn't matter to me. But the Xbox One is kind of a little bit more elementary type of title. That's my personal opinion. If you believe it's not that bad, then that's you. But actually, now I want to go into the Sony conference. Okay. Concerning the Sony conference, they show like before the conference, they gave you a brief history of how the PlayStation was originated, where did it started from. You know, I didn't really know that the first Sony, the PlayStation 1 had started in 1995. But they actually showed, like, they gave you, on that channel, they gave you a brief history of their of the Sony, not the conference, but the console, how it was originated, PlayStation 2, the PlayStation 3. But with the PlayStation 4, they showed a lot of games. That conference was like mind blowing. I was just so, like, when I look at the conference, I was just so shocked. I was so excited. Like, when I look at the conference, I was like, dang, I missed everything. Like, I was just coming home and I was like, oh man. I was like, dang, I can't believe I missed every snippet of it. But thank God that, you know, I didn't miss everything. They showed they pretty much, like, I went back and just watched from the beginning. I'm like, dang, they gave you info of the specs, how the console works. They didn't show the console. They didn't actually show the console. They showed the stick. They have, like, new features now where you can just actually share with your friends. You can actually press the share button and you actually record, like, video games. I mean, you don't have to use a gaming capture anymore. Thank God, you don't have to use it anymore. But with that, I believe it's going to cost a lot of money. My personal opinion, I predict that it's going to cost much more because of the gaming capture within the PlayStation 4. They showed a lot of games. What I'm going to go into is the gigabytes. I recently did a little bit more research, and with the Xbox 3, not Xbox 360, but the Xbox One. With the Xbox One is 8 gigabytes, and then with the PS4 is 8 gigabytes more. Actually, I forgot what it is, but I know it's 8 gigabytes. Both have 8 gigabytes, but it's actually more with the PlayStation 4. It's actually more because I believe with the gigabytes, it's a lot more faster. It's a lot more speed. It has a lot of more speed. But They actually did a little bit more better. They actually improved the background of the navigation concerning like searches or whatever like that. Um, detail different options or whatever. Um, Pretty much with the PlayStation 4 is a lot more. Has a lot more speed. Personally, I believe it's more speedable because it has more gigabytes. When it has more gigabytes, it has more space. It has a reasonable way of, because they had mentioned in the conference that you can actually download while you're downloading a particular game, you can actually play it while it's downloading. And Microsoft did not talk about that. They didn't talk about their like with the games or whatever like that. They only showed the entertainment. Now with E3 is like right at the corner. They're gonna E3 is gonna promise us with 16 exclusives plus 8 IPs. Well, with Sony, I heard it's supposed to be like 26 exclusives. Come on, Microsoft. Are you serious? Microsoft is showing 16 exclusives. Sony is showing 26 exclusives. So you know what that's telling you, right? You know what that's saying, right? It's telling you that Sony is winning right now. Sony is just beasting. It's just laughing their butts off. They in the chair right now just laughing their butts off. They saying to themselves like, what is Microsoft doing? We destroying Microsoft. Microsoft is just no way of handling us right now, maneuvering us right now. And they laughing and they saying to themselves like, we're winning right now. We're winning. See? We winning. See, we winning right now. We winning. We're winning. We selling more. Like, I did some research and it was actually saying that Sony is just like with the stock, their stock is just like it just went up skyrocket because of the conference. Because if you haven't noticed, if you know Adam Sazler had talked about the conference where people was not so hype about the conference. They were just so quiet. Where's the hype? Where's the motivation behind it? And people was not motivated. People was not hype about it because they didn't show too much. Microsoft, I hope Microsoft would bring it out real hard with the gaming exclusive. With the trailers that they show, I was like, oh, okay, the graphics look okay. It looks on point, but when it comes to the gameplay, they didn't really show any gameplay. It didn't come to the point where like you want to buy it just automatically, just from your mind, you'd be like, wow, I need to buy this console. With the Sony, when it came around that conference, was like, man, I want to buy that console. I want to buy it so bad. But with Xbox One, hands down, I believe like their online gaming feature is way more better than Sony, because Sony doesn't have a lot of entertainment systems. They only concerned about gaming. But with the Xbox One, it has more features where you can actually like navigate like into one remote through your cell or whatever like that. But Microsoft hands down has the best ability for entertainment. That's why they call it the Xbox One. The reason why they call it the Xbox One is because of one compatibility into one box. They have the Kinect where it has a camera. You can actually tell it what you can actually, because the Kinect can read what you say, and there's nothing new. I mean, why did they actually show that during that conference? But they don't own a domain. I heard, like, I'm really skeptical of buying the Xbox One. Personally, I'm just hearing a lot of things about Xbox One. A lot of bad things about Xbox One. I hope they actually address it, but you know, Microsoft is not going to really address it personally. That's my personal opinion because I mean it's just so much attacks on Microsoft when it comes to used games, always online. They never addressed the Xbox Live, but hopefully they bring out something. I hope E3. E3 is the only prediction of who's winning right now. And what I see so far, the PlayStation 4 right now is just winning hands down because that online gaming is just it's free. Like you can actually play online without even paying for it. With the Microsoft, you have to pay. And I hope Microsoft will bring out something that's new. Bring out something to the table. If we have to keep paying their subscription, then they're gonna lose a lot of consumers personally. But the reason why they keep making consumers pay because they have more like service. That's why they have the best online feature. But I'm gonna buy. You asking yourself, or are you saying to yourself, should I buy it day one? Are you gonna buy it day one? Are you gonna buy it when it first come out? Personally, I'm not. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it or not. I have to wait and see what E3 has to offer because E3 has a final seat, has a final verdict of which console I should buy. Because I strongly have that urgency of wanting to buy the PlayStation 4. But tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comments, like, etc. Also, I'm gonna give you a gameplay. I'm gonna record a gameplay of Last of Us. Last of Us, personally, I'm definitely copping the game. What I see so far, they implemented, they infiltrated into like something that's new, has a new feature. It's actually created by Naughty Dogs, but I'm gonna give you that gameplay. I'm gonna give you my cons and pros towards it, but tell me what you think about this video. Leave your thoughts, comments. I know I'm repeating myself, but I gotta say it anyway. But tell me what you think about this video. I'm out. Deuces and salute.